Hello everyone, Justine Tyndall here from Sandler Sales Training, and this is the leadership tip number 8. See people through their lens. Using DISC, D-I-S-C, to understand your team and lead them more effectively, and I'll explain what DISC is in a moment. So the keys to effective leadership are communication and motivation. And to be a successful sales leader, you absolutely must communicate and motivate your team based on their perspectives, not yours. Because each person sees and interprets the world entirely different. And by understanding these differences and nuances, you can adapt your leadership style to communicate and inspire your team more effectively. So the DISC behavioral model categorizes communication and behavioral styles into 4 main types, starting with D, the dominant. These people are results-driven, they're direct, and they're very decisive. Then there's the I, the influencer. They're social, enthusiastic, and very persuasive. Then there's S, steady relator. They're loyal, they're patient, they're team-oriented. Then there's C, the compliant. They're very analytical, task-oriented, and precise. So most people, of course, are a mix of these styles, but they're dominant in one of them. So how to leverage DISC in leadership? Well, start with number 1. Understand yourself first. Recognize what your default communication and motivation style is. For example, if you're very direct and task-focused, like a high D, you might need to slow down a bit and practice building rapport and be more relationship-oriented when you're dealing with influencers or steady relators. Number 2, profile your team. Use the DISC assessments or observations to identify your team members' dominant traits. So note their preferred communication and motivation styles. Number 3, adapt to their style. Speak their language. For example, those with a high D try to be more direct and focus on results. And those with a high I show enthusiasm, build rapport. If you're dealing with a high S, provide a lot of reassurance and emphasize the power of teamwork. If you're talking to a high C, a compliant, be clear, be detailed and structured. And then finally, create trust and openness. So foster an environment where team members, they actually feel safe sharing challenges and feedback. Because when trust exists, communication flows naturally and coaching becomes much more effective. So why does this all matter? Well, your effectiveness as a leader is measured by your team's success. And by understanding and adapting to their behavior and communication styles, you can inspire and guide them towards peak performance. And the DISC tool, this can transform how you help your team reach new levels of productivity and engagement. So try using a DISC style today and let me know how it goes. Thanks. Good luck.